So no intro, no outro for this one. No microphone, but a little bit of road noise. So you're getting sort of the raw look here. But I wanted to show the cabinets. They are now officially known as cases, and for the boards for transport, and show you a couple elements of the design I put together for them. Very shortly, very short. Basically, I tried to pick up a couple decorative hinges and use those as the door hinge, and then just put a simple latch on it. There's no intention of this being, requiring a lot of structural support. The door is only ½ inch thick, and the hinges hold it just fine. And so what I did, let me back up, is then I created a shelf for storage of all the boards with some various spacing, and with all my woodworking struggles, some things did happen that were positive. So I was able to put in dados to receive all of the shelves, and that really added a lot of structural integrity, and it actually made me think I could maybe go for a finer cabinet in the future, but not for a Terranscapes project. In any case, the boards are, stacked in here with foam padding to protect them, and then what I'm going to do is I'll put a little bundle of foam in the front of each of these, or bubble wrap or something, and then that keeps the boards from sliding forward when the door is closed. And I've already done that in the ones I've closed up, and I'll show you those in just a second. And then, one thing that I did that wasn't going to be an option in the previous version I was going to make, because I actually did use a brad nailer to secure all of the sections of wood, and it just made assembly faster. Can I just say, I bought an electric brad nailer because I didn't need something heavy duty. I can't afford a compressor at the moment, and I thought this is the best brad nailer they have at Home Depot that's electric. I'm sure it's going to do just fine for me. Comes with 5/8. Let's see here. Comes with, oh, are we going to focus? Maybe it's too dark. Hold on. No editing on this one either, I don't think, if I can help it. Reflection. There we go. So it comes with 5/8 brads, and it says very clearly, I can take a 1-inch brad. No, you can't. You drive a 5/8 inch barely all the way down into the wood, and this is not a tough nail job. You're only going through, in this case, and then I put in a rabbet around all the edges so that the board, the tops would slip, right into the walls of the carcass. So that came out well. And, so I'm only going through, a little under ½ an inch of plywood this direction, and then the seam of the plywood, that's a pretty soft target for a brad. Yeah, so anyway, I don't know. But this is going to be great for 1-inch brads going forward. That's it. Plywood along the sides, basically to hide the dado. This is a bad angle for lighting. You'll just have to deal with it, though. Oof, this is really bad. Wait, we'll come back, because this one's easier to see. There we go. To hide the dado showing on the edges. So just a little bit of trim just to hide that. That wasn't too bad, too hard to do. And I am actually gonna, let's see here, hold on. Oh, that helps. And then this is the cabinet for receiving the cliff boards. And so it has much larger space to accommodate those, obviously. And there you can see some of the batting, I don't know what you want to call it there, to keep the board from sliding forward, and there's bubble pill packs and air packs, and other stuff in the side there to hold it all steady as well. So, and then I assembled the skids, 2x4s, it's about 30 inches across by 33 deep, and then this is what they'll look like when those two are packaged up. They'll look like these two. So basically, I had a little bit of a question as to how to best prepare these for transport by freight. So what I decided was to protect the corners, then run a couple ribs, and then I just used some packing tape to just hold it all against the sides. And really the thinking is, without building a sarcophagus to enshroud the entire case, then there's no real easy way to protect this if something was to really fall onto it, right, from the freight shippers. But this gives it at least a little bit of buffer if something leans against it. And one thing I always believe is that when you add a little bit of protection and you add a little bit of volume, this actually makes it look bigger than that visually, gives you the impression of being further away from the actual case. So I think it adds a little bit of protection to it. And then I'm using ratchet straps to secure the cases to the skids, and I feel pretty solid about that. So I feel like that's a pretty good transport system for them. And if I were to have any complaints, of course you know me, always something to improve, complaints about how this came out is that each of these four are all a little different because there were a few measurement errors along the way. So one is, a half an inch, maybe a quarter inch taller. One maybe had this one, I shouldn't have maybe wrapped this up just so I could show the side bow a hair, because when I put the shelf in, the shelf was cut, or the dado I should say, wasn't cut deep enough, and so it forced the walls just a little bit apart. So when you close it, there's a little bit bigger gap than you see here. And of course you can see here, I didn't get that square. Getting these square, not easy, but I didn't build the little corner braces that I was going to build to use for the other cabinets because I was like, oh, I don't need them, just get it quick. And the plywood warps. So sometimes, it's like the plywood's warping, so I don't get a good tight seam all along the bottom of the door because of that. I don't know. I think they came out just fine, and quite frankly, I think they look pretty decent, for storing the boards. I felt pretty good about that, but definitely some things to learn. So that gives you a look at them, how they're going to ship out, and I'm calling the freight carriers today and see what when I can get these guys to come and take them out of my garage so I can get my garage back and get all the car, my motorcycle, and whatnot back in here. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that little look, and stay tuned, of course, because I have more videos coming.